The high school students in this family and consumer science class are studying nutrition. Their instructor and the school library media specialist use the Big Six as a step-by-step model for seeking information.
At the beginning of our project, we decided to use the Big Six problem-solving strategy as the groundwork for our research project. And we think of this Big Six as a recipe for good participation. Originally, we talked about our task definition, defining the information problem and identifying what kind of information we need. And what is our task? How did we define that?
If you want to know how we defined it, if you'll open your syllabus to the very first page, there is your title page, which is called Are You Nutritionally Correct? And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we've divided your syllabus into the areas of the Big Six. So on the second page, or page 1 of your syllabus, the Big Six is also defined. And if you will turn to the next pink page, which is the very first page of the syllabus talking about task definition, you will see that it defines the problem and identifies the information that you need. Our problem is right there. We're asking you if you are nutritionally correct. How many of you think that you are? Thanks, Johnny. Okay, Jay, very good. Anybody else think you are? Okay, well, if you're not, that means that Mrs. Uhlenhake and I have our work cut out for us, so we're really going to have to teach you a lot about nutrition. Okay, so task 3, we're going to do that today, as Mrs. Uhlenhake said, and she's going to show you all kinds of neat places to look in the library to find out if you are nutritionally correct. Okay, step 4, Mrs. Uhlenhake.
That is using the information, being engaged, actually reading or viewing, writing things down, extracting relevant information. We'll be doing that today. We'll break up eventually into 4 groups, and we'll move around the library media center. Some of us can go, we'll start in the lab where, remember the list, there's a list of websites in your syllabus. 2 good websites you can log into, and they will calculate your body fat and your basal metabolic rate for you. Just put in a few figures for that. Also, we'll check the vertical file. We've got a nice big folder of information on health and nutrition.
The students have been collecting information about their own eating and exercise habits. They will use this information to complete a dietary analysis. The students also find information from other resources to support their ideas about a healthy diet.
You know, Mrs. Uhlenhake said you could look in other magazines. I wonder if there's any magazines that you get normally that would have information in it.
Do you want
to go check them out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, to get really into this and this dietary analysis, what Mrs. Uhlenhake had in mind for you to do was to look through that information and then use what you really have to find out to get a grade, and maybe find some answers here. So since this talks about what your weight is, what proteins are, what carbohydrates are, dietary fiber, simple sugar, complex carbohydrates, why don't you look through these magazines and say, I wonder what information I could find out in here. You might say, oh my gosh, look at this. I am going to quit eating Snickers because look how much sugar and fat is in there. And then that could be an answer here, because it's going to say to you, if you know how many carbohydrates and complex fibers and simple sugars you have, what changes are you going to make to your diet? What kind of information from what you're reading about fiber and bran are you going to be able to write on your paper?
When we find out what all we've ate, we can see which has the fiber in it.
Oh, because when you get your printout, it's going to tell you that. As a matter of fact,
more fiber or less fiber?
Well, you can never have too much fiber.
Right.
But you know what? I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but if you look on your printout that you're going to get about you, and you tape them all together, there's a whole column here on fiber, and it tells how much fiber is in every single thing that you ate. Hey, have any of you found anything about junk food?
Not yet.
Here's some stuff about chocolate. It says, is chocolate good for you? And it says it apparently has small amounts of heart-healthy compounds, but you'd probably have to consume a lot before it becomes truly beneficial.
It does say it's good for your heart?
It apparently has small amounts of heart-healthy compounds.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. It makes me feel better.
Me too. Chocolate is divine in moderation, but high in fat. I have a website to go to.
I did know that high in fat thing.
The students utilize a variety of computer resources to find recipes and learn more about their eating habits.
It could be a Snickers bar. Now this has potential.
Yes.
Diet ice cream, diet Cool Whip, chunky peanut butter, sugar. I've had this before.
Can't be good if it's
It
diet.
is good. No, I'm telling you, it really is good.
I said if it's diet.
You can't tell
Can't
it.
tell different.
I think that would be an awesome one.
Print it.
Okay, let's find us another good one. How about wild game? Are you guys hunters?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, let's, yeah, see what's there. Corn venison brine. Do you guys do like deer sausage and deer jerky?
Yep. Then dehydrator.
Do you do anything with like,
Deer dead.
do you do turkey stuff? Do you do turkey or pheasant or
Oh, yeah,
quail?
I do much of that.
We do mostly pheasant and quail and deer.
And page 19 is a list of websites. Let's go to that first one. It will give us the basal metabolic rate. It'll calculate it for us. So log on to Netscape. And when you, there, yeah, fill that out with your weight. Now your height, you want to figure just in inches. So think about that. 5 feet would be 60, and then add the inches after that if you're taller than 5 feet. Fill in all the correct information and hit calculate, and that'll give you some good numbers. Yeah, there you go. Just and then hit continue. Okay. And that's good information. We'll want to print that out. So you've got it and keep it in your syllabus. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Now that should print over here this time.
The students have used personal digital assistants to keep track of what they have eaten for the last 3 days. They use the hot sync function to upload their information to computers. The students then use the Dine Healthy software program to create personal dietary profiles.
And paste. And search. And there you go. How do you like them apples? You're welcome. Amber, you need... Okay, what? All right, instead of McDonald's... Okay. Just get rid of the McDonald's. Yeah, just try cheeseburger. Let's see. Okay, let's do hamburger.
Make sure that you either have it listed as breakfast or snack. You might look also at the amounts.
Okay. Let's look under sandwiches. There we go. Beef and cheddar. That's similar to a cheeseburger. Let's go down and see if we can find some hamburgers. Burger King. Okay, let's see more Burger King stuff. That's sort of like McDonald's. Cheeseburger. There you go.
The students print out their profiles from the Dine Healthy program. Then they complete a dietary analysis.
And the directions are to answer the questions directly from all the printouts that you got today. So I think what's going to happen, you're going to learn a lot about what you've learn a lot about yourself. So the first one, how many calories do you need to maintain your ideal body weight? Where can you get at that information?
Your personal profile.
Very good, personal profile. So look that up and let's answer that right away.
It's like one,
That's okay, blah, blah,
just to
blah.
separate the foods that you're in 3 columns.
Right. Recommend 50 to 50. 10% or less should be simple sugar, 45 should be
Yeah.
Use the pie chart and compare your values. What changes will you make?
I'm
No,
saying this, we just put 1 down for each
Yeah.
carbohydrate.
yeah,
You don't put more than 1?
no.
That's my problem, maybe.
Okay. Okay, now, do you want me to show you something?
What?
Look here. Now that you've analyzed all that, now if I would have told you the easy way right off the bat, it wouldn't have had such a meaning for you. But if you look down here, total carbohydrates, it tells you how many grams you had and simple sugar. So if you add those two together,
And divide it by that.
yeah.
All right.
What do you have?
4.36. What's that mean? What's that for?
4.36%.
Oh, percent.
So you're supposed to have 55%.
Am I really?
Yeah. So what are you going to do for your diet to get it up to 55%?
I don't know.
Well, we could look on your
Eat a grandma's more?
eat at grandma's more. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So you need more carbohydrates. So what food provide carbohydrate?
Breads.
Well, those, yeah, that's the starchy kind. But what's kind of give you fiber?
What's this part?
Remember?
I got it in my nose, right?
Okay, fruits and vegetables. And where's your extended printouts? Over here? Let's look through there. I bet that'll give you some suggestions.
The students are preparing to cook healthy snacks. They complete a market order to identify the ingredients they will need to make their snacks. The students also complete a work plan to decide how they will divide the cooking and cleaning responsibilities.
I did her last
Okay,
time.
I'm
but
the
what
human
you are-
resource director because it's the person that writes and you guys want me to write.
So who do you
Alright,
want
so
to
let's
be,
switch that.
AJ or
We'll be the chefs.
No, because Danny already called.
the sous chef?
I'll be the sous chef. Be board control, whatever that is.
That's
Is
what
that
I
a boy
thought.
plant? Way to pick up. What is it?
Read this here. And I'll tell you what it is.
Alright. Is this something in our red black book?
This person here, I'll read it for you. This person will be in charge of inventory, for example, checking for stock
The right
ingredients in the pantry, spice cabinet, and refrigerators, making sure that older ingredients are used first and newer ingredients are used last. First and last out. The quality control supervisor will also find out the market order with the help of his or her cooking family. This person will also be the first person in the kitchen to get things rolling and the last one out, making sure that the kitchen is left with pristine order.
Oh, I can handle that.
Got that? Okay, trash. You got someone throwing your trash away? Got somebody setting your table? Okay, somebody's washing, drying, and rinsing and putting away dishes? Okay, I'll take them then. Okay, very good.
The students work in their cooking families to prepare their snacks.
Well, it was the last one was small. The more the merrier. This the last rolls.
Wait, ice.
Here, love. This is not that. Be too healthy. A little ice cream. A little ice cream.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Bananas, ice cream.
Apple juice, we got it.
Let's just take a tumble.
I thought she was going to come right at me.
The teacher asks the students to place their snacks in a food pyramid according to the main ingredients.
The third shelf, this is proteins. So maybe our egg people will notice.
Do we put all this on there?
No, just one. Are you going to put it on the third shelf?
Yeah.
Okay.
How full do I fill these glasses half?
Yeah. Yeah, I do those half.
I don't know. The third one?
I don't know. Do you think they should go there? Let's see.
This would be a vegetable.
Okay, let's see. How about we put that there? That fit in there? The first shelf, now think about it. What goes on the first shelf?
Like the breads.
The breads, cereals, and grains. Okay. Okay, the granola bar could go there, couldn't it? But it's also made with peanut butter. And what is peanut butter? Protein. Okay, it's a protein, but it comes from a plant. So that gives us a sticky situation. So if it comes from a plant, it could also go right here, because it does come from a plant. But since it is a nut and associated with the proteins, we can put it up here on the protein shelf. Now, what's the main ingredients in the strawberry stampede?
Strawberries.
Okay, that's one of the ingredients. ice cream, so frozen yogurt and apple juice and so forth. So it has more fruit, so we're going to put it on the fruit stand, but it could also go up here because it has frozen yogurt. And now back to the pizza. Now, how you doing on that pizza? Okay, great. The vegetable pizza, the crust is made from what? Crescent rolls, which is a grain. So the crust part should go down here, but the vegetable part is okay here. But we have one other ingredient in it. What is it? Anybody? No bananas in it?
Cheese.
Okay, we have cheese. So then that moves it up to the protein shelf. Okay, so can you see how it would be real? It's kind of hard to really decide where the food goes when you mix it all together.
Finally, the students and teachers enjoy their snacks.
All right, everybody, let's enjoy our really good food.
How you doing?
How you doing? Well, here's to good nutrition.
Taste the banana.
Do ya? Tasty, isn't it? I like it.
I know.
All the